Welcome back to another video, everyone. And if you're an old subscriber or if you're a new subscriber, hello. Old subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for subscribing and continuing to watch my videos. But today's video is an exciting one because it's me talking about my most anticipated book releases of this year. There's a lot of good ones that are coming out at the end of this year and the beginning of next year. So let's talk about all of the books that I'm excited for that are being released. So I'm gonna go in order of the book release dates, I guess. So the ones that are going to be released soon and then, you know, later on. I'm going to start with the first book, which is Two Twisted Crowns, and this is the second book to One Dark Window that's been blowing up right now everywhere. Everyone's reading this book. I hear it's like a gothic fantasy vibe. I think there's a bit of romance in there too, but I have yet to read this book, but I've heard nothing but good things about it. And the second book, which is also like I think the last book as well because it's a duology, comes out October 19th. So I'm really excited to get started on reading this book just because everyone's like raved about it, and I think it fits the fall vibe perfectly. Next up is A Curse for True Love, and this is the third book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, I believe. So this is the last book in that series. Again, I haven't read that series yet either, but so many people love it. I hear it gives off very like Alice in Wonderland fairy tale vibes, and so that's another book series that I'm really excited to get started on, hopefully soon, just because I'm also a girl who loves when all the series of all the books in a series are done and finished. And so because the third and final book is coming out in that series, I do want to read that one soon as well. So that's my next anticipated book release, and that one's coming out October 24th. Okay, so the third book that I'm most excited for is probably my most excited book release for this year. It's A Fire in the Flesh by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and it's coming out October 31st, which is Halloween. And I just love this series so much. Nikos and Sarah have my entire heart. I personally love this series better than the From Blood and Ash, just because I feel like the From Blood and Ash series is like, it's good, but it's being dragged out too long in my opinion. And I feel like the pacing and the plot and the characters in the Fire in the Flesh series is just so much better. So I'm very, very excited to dive back into this world and Nikos. Obviously, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know my obsession and love for him. So I'm very, very excited to read that one. You bet I'm gonna read that one right when it comes out October 31st. So I feel like I don't have to say anything else because I can go on and on and on about how much I love this series. So that is the third book that I'm most anticipated for this year. Alright guys, so the fourth book is the infamous, I don't know, is it infamous? It's the famous Iron Flame book. It is the second book to, I believe, a 5-book series. Obviously the first book is Fourth Wing, and again, I'm probably real crazy because I have not read Fourth Wing yet. I've been holding it off because I started the Crescent City series a couple months ago and I wanted to finish those 2 books first, and I feel like I'm behind and the last person to read Fourth Wing, but it's definitely a fall type of book too, so I'm very excited for the second one to come out because I hate waiting for new book releases or like, you know, in the series. And so I feel like we don't have to talk too much about Iron Flame 2 just because like everybody knows it, everybody loves it, or most people love it. Very excited for that one. Next up is the second book in the Divine Rivals. I don't know what that series is called, but it's the second book to Divine Rivals. And yes, I haven't read this book yet either. The second book comes out December 26th, but everybody has raved about this as well. I feel like this and Fourth Wing go hand in hand. Everybody was reading those two books a few months ago and was like in love with both of them. Alright y'all, last but definitely not least is House of Flame and Shadow, and this is the third Crescent City book coming out January 30th of next year, and I am so freaking stoked for this one because if you've read the second book, you know that cliffhanger. You saw my reading vlog. I just remember reading the cliffhanger of the second book and needing the third one right away, and I'm also super glad that I didn't read the second one when it came out like a year ago, because I don't know how all of you Sarah J Maas fans did it, like waited this long for the third book and the release of the third book, because I know it took a hot minute for Sarah J Maas to even update us on when the third book is coming out, but I'm so freaking stoked and I can't wait to get my hands on, well, I don't read physical copies, but I'm so excited to read the third book. I want to say like that one, A Fire in the Flesh, and Iron Flame are probably like my top 3 in no particular order. So those are all of the book releases that I can't wait for and I'm looking forward to. Let me know in the comment section which books you guys are most looking forward to, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give this video a like, subscribe, and until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.